Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with dread.
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2022. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with dread.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
All right, Rika is life and life is Rika. We'd like to welcome everybody to another Mikey Life program, and I'm your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and the pleasure is mine to be back with you for another day. And again, we have so much to tell you about things that are happening in Grenada, other parts of the world, and so we want to make sure that you know about it, those things that would help you make decisions in life. You know, you just need to know. Yeah? So welcome to another program. We want to say, as usual, hello to the first-time viewers in the program. You've never been here before, but for some reason you're here today. Well, welcome to you. And I mean, I don't know what take you so long, and I mean, but anyway, that's small thing. You're here now, and that's what matters. And of course, the usual suspects, we call them, always on the program, but they never listen. Do you know that there are people who never miss a program? I'm telling you, we've been doing this program for what, 4 years? Just about. Never miss a program. You understand? So blessings. Okay, Olia. So let's talk about, we're going to be talking about GFA matters. Yeah? The Chinese incident in St. Andrew, police say that they are yet to make an arrest, you know, even if they have done, you know, some interviews and so on. Man charged with causing death by reckless driving. We'll explain that to you. And the 14-year-old girl that we told you about last night, according to police, is still out there. Public Workers Union, they speak about the recent government initiative for contract workers. We'll talk to you about that. And there's a study that is saying that 2/3 of Omicron cases are reinfections. That's interesting. Very interesting. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about other things too. All the blessings and things now. I hope all the family, listen, I really just think about all the family, you know. So I hope all the family good and thing. Now, the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Coats Grenada Limited, Digicel Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket. All right, the Communal Cooperative Credit Union always supporting the program. Thank you as well. And the superb distributors. All right, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credit compliments digital. So go ahead and share the minute. We're coming back.
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access, and I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner, they collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody to choose the Housing Authority of Grenada.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Hey. Oh, I'm whole national report toasty so. All right, so let's go. And just making sure we invite all the other people in the business, all right? Let's go. All right, so the first thing that we have to tell about, boy, things that are happening in sports and so on, we need to let you know about it. I think I want us to focus more on those kind of things, with sports and other things, in 2022. So, former national footballer and CONCACAF licensed coach Jake Rennie is leading the charge in preparing the senior women's national team for the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup qualifiers beginning in February of 2022. Now, apart from being a licensed coach, Rennie holds a bachelor's degree in physical education and sport from the International School for Physical Education and Sport. You understand? Additionally, he served as fitness trainer for the senior men's national team in the Gold Cup and was head coach of the under-17 and under-20 men's team in 2018 and 2020 respectively. You understand? And they had other members of the technical team and so on who's part of that, Now the national senior women's team will play their first match away against Dominican Republic on February 16, then host Jamaica on February 20th at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium at 5 p.m. Currently, the team is engaged in weekly fitness and technical training sessions from Mondays to Thursdays at the Queen's Park playing field. Coach Rennie says that we are working with a promising talent identified by the Women's Development Officer from the under-20 team and from the recent competitions and festivals held last year. We will also have overseas-based players joining the team. You understand? So, I mean, we like the song of that. But by the way, he also said that we are ensuring that the players are in the best physical condition while also focusing on their mental preparation. The final team will be announced, they say, in the coming days. You understand? So that's good. And not only the women's team that things is happening with, Also, with the men's team, the senior men's national team, they're currently participating in a training and development camp in southern Florida, USA. Now, the Grenada contingent left the island on Monday, 24th January. All right? And they are there for a 10-day training. So we have to wish them all the best just the same. You understand? So things happening for football in Grenada. You know what I mean? Good. All you hear that now? An arrest is yet to be made in that whole Chinese incident. I think it has drawn the attention of a lot, because that's not who we are as a people. And so people are not very happy with the fact that a well-known Chinese family was attacked. You understand? Now, they were attacked on Friday last, in the night around 11 o'clock, according to police. So the police, they are saying that they have not yet made an arrest. Earlier on in this week, the police stated that they will be leaving no stones unturned in their effort to capture whoever is responsible.
Presently, we have not had anyone arrested or detained in that matter yet. But as I said before, the police is leaving no stone unturned to ensure that the culprit is found and brought to justice, and that the victim themselves can feel a sense of justice, that justice is being served. And of course, it would also speak to the fact that, when incidents like these happen, the police would not stop until, the matter is brought into some form of resolution. And so that they can assure that we will continue. The commissioner and the executive and all of us is really behind ensuring that matter is solved.
Now, what he was saying is that he says that it's bad when we attack our very own, but it's even concerning as well when we do so to foreign nationals. Now, he's also calling on people, residents, if you hear anything, to please let the police know, so that they can add that to their investigation, because they say they really want to get that person, whoever is responsible.
In the process of being robbed, they also sustained injuries. In fact, they are still nursing those injuries at the hospital. Of course, they are still in the escape, but the police is feverishly working hard to ensure that we identify and capture the attacker. And of course, we are also asking the public to aid us in that regard. As I said earlier on, that it's bad when we attack our own Grenadian businesses or even persons. But it's even worse when we have attacked and injuring foreign nationals.
Yes. Now we move on. Sean D. Lewis is a 22-year-old electrician of Subi St. Andrew. Now, he has been charged with causing the death by reckless driving in connection with the death of Martha Theresa Jean Roberts, a 65-year-old Munich St. Andrew resident. Martha succumbed to her injuries sustained as a result of a motor vehicular incident that occurred on Saturday, 6 November 2021 at the Subi's Public Road, St. Andrew. At the time, her brother gave an idea as to what people were saying, and also called for justice for his deceased sister.
I'm the brother of Jean Roberts that got killed Saturday. Now, even for being here, that I'm looking for justice for my sister. That's all I want. I would not only see when that happened, but when I came on, it's my niece, it's my nephew who are talking after them. When I came on here, what I see happen, I don't know how to look at that. I don't know how to say about this thing, but all I'm looking for is just justice for my sister. She's a mother, she's a sister, she's a grandmother. She's somebody's daughter. I mean, she's not a dog. You can't kill her and just get away like that. I am looking for justice. That's all I have to say, and that's what I want. She's 64, and that's what I want for my sister, justice. When I get justice, I satisfy. Well, what I find out, they said the car came up from the hill. Coming down, my sister came from the beach. She was walking up the road on her side. She saw the accident. So she ran. Look all the way she ran. 20, 30 feet away from the road. Look all the way she ran. The vehicle still come down and fall, kill my sister right in the corner there. Look quite where she run. Look from the net. She don't get hit in the road. Quite in the bush. You understand? So I mean, how can I just sit and look at that? Well, Saturday night, in the hospital, my sister died. I don't know the police name, I didn't take his name. He said that, came to me, he said, Mr. Baptiste, the driver of the vehicle is cooperating, so take it easy. And I said to officer, he's cooperating, look, my sister dead there now. She's dead. And then there's not more. He said, they're going to handle it. I said, okay, and I left it up to them. You know? They said the vehicle stopped for a while, and then it leave out. He stopped because a bus was coming, and the bus was coming from was a Munich bus with full Munich people. So Munich people, my people, saw the accident, but they didn't know it was my sister. You know, they didn't know it was my sister. You know, so how the vehicle could be parked and all of a sudden just kill my sister just like that?
Did she have any children or anything like that?
Yeah, she got 2 children. She got 2 children. She's the mother of 2. You know, she got 2 kids. So,
well, now. Even one eyewitness said that it was terrifying, the experience that she had to see. One other eyewitness said that the vehicle actually was on top of her, and residents had to rush and had to remove the vehicle from her. But of course, the injuries were just so severe. Now, Lewis was placed on bail in the sum of $25,000 with 1 surety, and is due to appear at the Grenville Magistrates Court on March 22nd, 2022. So we were yesterday telling you about a young lady who was missing, and again, police is reaching out to you again. There have been persons who have stated that they have seen her here and seen her there, and sometimes you don't even know how to take these things. Whether people, you know, anyway. So she's still out there according to police, and they're asking for your help in locating her. Her name is Cavell Francois, and she's only 14 years old. She's actually from Fontenoy in St. George. Now, Cavell left her home according to police on Tuesday, 25th January 2022, and has not returned since. She was last seen wearing a gray t-shirt, blue jeans pants, and a pair of leopard slippers. She's 5 feet in height, dark in complexion, with brown eyes and black hair. Now, anyone seeing Cavell Francois or has any information about her whereabouts, you're asked to contact the Central Police Station at 440-2244, Police Emergency at 911, Police Hotline at 444-1958, or the nearest police station. Your help is needed. Okay, so the next thing that we have to tell all you about, boy, contract workers will be given an opportunity. In fact, a facility has been set up for that at the Grenada Development Bank for contract workers to be able to apply for loan and, you know, pay back a 30-year loan at a rate of 3%. I want to be a contract worker. Where do I sign? You know? Yeah, so anyway. Yeah, boy. You know, so that's what they're saying. You see, well, you know, they've taken a look at some of the difficulties that contract workers, and we're talking about contract workers working with the government. Huh? Yeah, that was what Gregory Bowen and them was saying, Honorable Gregory Bowen and thing. You know what I mean? So we are hearing now from the Public Workers Union, the President, Brian Grimes. He says that whatever benefits that there is for workers, that they welcome it as a union. But states that this is a drop in the bucket.
Whatever initiative that redounds to a positive outcome for contract workers, The Grenada Public Workers Union is thankful and is grateful for that. Right? We have, as an organization, certainly under my leadership, in my tenure, we have stated, and it has been stated before, these are the facts. But in this new dispensation, our executive has made contract work a critical part of our agenda in representing workers within the public service, basically. So what was stated, it is, in our view, a drop in the bucket to satisfy the thirst of the public officers in relieving the pressures that they face having to work on a contract within the said public service. So a drop is better than none.
Now, he says that despite that, there still remains a lot of concerns.
However, we have a lot of concerns here. And in listening to the press briefing, as president, my initial reaction to this is, yes, it is a step in the right direction, but it is very cosmetic. It is very cosmetic. What do we mean by that? We believe here at the Public Workers Union and generally within the trade union movement that contract work is potentially destructive to the economy of our country when it is overused. And clearly, without a doubt, there has been overuse and abuse by this current administration within the public service. Question number one. It seems as though the administration is saying, well, contract work, nothing can be changed. This is unfortunate. So, with setting up loans for 30 years and so forth for these contract workers, are we saying that there is no more room for permanent work? When you look at contract work as it is now, and which we expect will be going forward in the future, that means there is no social security. For those of you who are wondering what social security means in this context, I'm talking about pension. So we are seeing here at the Public Workers Union, in order for the government to deviate or to duck from their responsibility and their liability to give public officers, as stated in the Constitution, a proper pension upon retirement, they are giving people contract. So with that contract, and do not be fooled by this, yes, you're getting a loan now, but at the end of the day, when you leave and you stop work, what it is for the rainy day. The parliamentarians themselves make sure that they are set up after only 8 years for a proper pension. This contract and these loans, they have no provisions for social security, for pension. What is a long-term vision? Is everything a quick fix?
Thank you very much, Brian Grimes, on the business. And so that's their position, and that's his position as well. As we move on, we're going to continue hearing a lot more about, how this thing rolls out. And anyway, ting, story ending by when the wire bend. Now, hear this piece, 5 individuals have died, and I think we mentioned that last night. In the past 2 days, in the past 2 reporting days, from the Ministry of Health re-COVID-19. 5. No, we didn't expect that because we hear about the Omicron and the Omicron not so bad at Abid. Yeah? If the original COVID, it was like ghost spore. Omicron is like Mandarin. It's also bad. You understand? And maybe even orange. But here what we're hearing is that we are having the deaths amount in here. Yeah? The cases have surged. They ain't seem to be going anywhere. Their numbers are high. We are testing now less, but still, you see that the positivity rate is still hovering around the same margins. You understand? So it remains a cause for concern, even now, if we are not hearing the 300 and the 400 cases, but what you need to pay attention to is the positivity rate. How many positive cases you're getting when compared to the amount of tests that were done. So don't be fooled. You understand? The threat remains real. And so you need to do what you listen to even today, seeing man driving vehicle, public vehicle, you know. You understand? Now we're in mass and they, number one, they're driving. Some bus drivers are sitting in my own eyes. Driving without mask, have passengers in the bus, and on the cell phone. And turning, doing I turn in the middle of the road. Doing about 5 wrong things at the same time. You understand? So that tells me we're not ready yet. You understand? Unless it hits home, we will not be serious. I don't know what does it take us. You understand? What does it take for us to get the thing in our head that the business is real? It is getting people sick. It is killing people. It is causing people to lose their jobs. It is causing people to lose a lot of earnings. Even relationships are being threatened. All kinds of relationships. You understand? This one gives that one COVID, and this one this, and this one that, and this one this, and all of that. And yet we behave like it's a joke. There's so many other countries who are taking this really serious, but with us, I don't know. I don't know what it takes for us to understand the gravity of what we are dealing with. For every life lost is one life too many. You understand? Just imagine, man. People staying home. The older folks staying home because they don't want to get exposed to that. And somebody who decides to be outside, we on the ends. You understand? We outside. Bring the thing in them people's comfort zone and kill them. They cry 2 crocodile tears on the day of the funeral, only to go back outside. I don't know what else to say, but all I could just hope is that someday we go get. Somebody said they wanted in block letters. You understand? I don't know what else. Then we making it a political issue. You know, we are so polarized that even things for our own good, we fail to see. I want to stop them and ask them, why? Why really? Why? Why have you taken that position? They can answer you. Why are you doing this? They can answer you. This whole COVID thing not real? What makes you say that? They can answer you. They can't. And these are the people who making life hard for other people. Anyway, let's leave that talk here, man. More than 2/3 of cases of the Omicron variant of COVID-19 are among people who have been reinfected with the virus, a new study is saying. You understand? Now, Imperial College London researchers reported that around 3,582 people, or about 66% of participants in the study who tested positive in January, had already been infected with the virus. I think that's very instructive. That kind of business is thing that we have to look into. I find that's very interesting. I cannot say why, but that's very interesting. And I just cannot say why because I don't want to imply nothing. I'm very interested in knowing more about this, so I'll follow that. An additional 7.5% of the infected participants said they believe they had previously had the virus, but did not confirm that with a test. You see where we're going with this? Eh? The study looked at more than 100,000 PCR tests that were collected across England between January 5th and the 20th. You understand? Interesting. Well, the study comes at a very interesting time too, you know. Very interesting. Omicron variant has hit England at unprecedented levels. It has nearly replaced the Delta as the country's most prominent variant, according to a report. Now, the study itself comes as officials announced that mask wearing will no longer be mandated, and the public will no longer be advised to work from home as of today, I think. You understand? Very interesting statistics, don't you agree? Huh? I would like to know how they interpret the data. So that's just the raw data. I would like to know what theory do you have in mind now? Yeah? What are you saying? Jesus. Anyway, lady that talk, how are you looking? I have for you the new dashboard, right? So for today, there were a total of 133 new cases of COVID-19 recorded. In terms of the amount of tests that were done, 770. Yes? And luckily, for all of our grandmothers and grandfathers and everybody else, there were no new deaths today. However, there are 4 persons currently in hospital. 3 are moderately ill, and there is 1 who is critically ill. Now, our test positivity stands at 17.3%, and there were 470 new recoveries. So, our active cases now stand at 1,931. In terms of cumulative deaths, 210. All right? These are our numbers as reported in the latest dashboard, which we just received. Family, let's take a little break, drink some water and things. Share the program, some of what don't share it yet. And when we come back, we will have for you the national report and the weather.
Give some love with Trent. Bringing love for you this game. Communion showing that we can. With gifts of love with Trent.
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2022. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Communion showing that we can. With gifts of love with Trent.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call superb distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access, and I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner, they collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody to choose the Housing Authority of Grenada.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo's supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip-the-line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Prime Minister Mitchell is confident that Grenada's participation in the 5-year UN Multi-Country Sustainable Development Framework will yield positive results in the fight against COVID-19. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back. With the details to the news for Thursday, January 27th, 2022, I am Sherry Ann Noel. Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honourable Keith Mitchell says Grenada is better poised to implement new intervention methods in the fight against COVID-19, as well as its recovery efforts. Dr. Mitchell was speaking at a ceremony on Thursday where Grenada became a signatory to the 5-year UN Multi-Country Sustainable Development Cooperation Framework. The signing ceremony was done virtually between Grenada and the United Nations. The 5-year framework, which covers the period 2022 to 2026, is critical to the planning and implementation of the UN development activities towards the fulfillment of the 2030 Agenda. It was developed to assess the issues that are compounded by the COVID-19 pandemic in the Caribbean and provides the opportunity to build back better. Dr. Mitchell said the objectives of the framework are in keeping with government's 2035 Sustainable Development Agenda. He commended the UN for its support to Grenada and the Caribbean.
Notwithstanding the several restrictions brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic over the last 2 years, the UN has consistently demonstrated its commitment to Grenada's economic recovery and the continued development. And therefore, I applaud the strong sense of collaboration as we advance the country's development. I am therefore elated to become a signatory to this very important framework of 2022 to 2026. This framework establishes a roadmap to help achieve some of the objectives outlined in the government's agenda, as outlined in the National Development Sustainable Development Plan 2020 to 2035.
Dr. Mitchell added that as Grenada's fight against COVID-19 continues through daily testing, vaccination, and recoveries, the framework presents an opportunity to explore new techniques and intervention to include in the already aggressive campaign.
The government therefore welcomes this opportunity to integrate adaptation and mitigation interventions from the cooperation framework with our primary strategic policies to foster improvements in stability, resilience, implementation, monitoring, efficiency, and economic viability of all the sectors. There are 2 priority areas of the framework that resonate with the government and people of the country. Priority 1, shared prosperity and economic resilience. And priority 2, equality, well-being, leaving no one behind. These 2 priorities are perfectly aligned with the government's guiding principles, and I applaud the UN in its expressions of interventions and unwavering commitment in those areas.
UN Resident Coordinator Dida Tribok applauded Grenada's recovery efforts. He says there is evidence of positive movement towards reduced unemployment, contained death, and implementation of stimulus packages to provide relief, among others. Tribok said this is the beginning of a new era of cooperation between Grenada and the UN.
We're fully committed to support Grenada in achieving, under this framework, 2 urgent priorities. 1, accelerating progress towards the achievements of the Sustainable Development Goals, and 2, facilitating a faster recovery or transition from the socio-economic impact of the COVID pandemic. So this MSDCF will cover, as you know, the next 5 years, 2022, 2026. And it's really underpinned by the Agenda 2030, and it's built around 4 pillars that we have elaborated as a result of wide consultations with all governments and other stakeholders in the region. And we do believe that those are critical to achieve resilient and sustainable development.
UN contributions will be operationalized at the country level while adopting regional solutions where relevant, fostering regional cooperation and integration, and being guided by the principle of leaving no one behind. A country-specific joint work plan which takes into full account the individual country development priorities, circumstances and legislation will be developed for each of the participating countries. Moving along, Chinese Ambassador His Excellency Wei Hongshang says his government is ready to undertake construction of the Morris Bishop International Airport runway, road upgrade and rehabilitation project as soon as the designs are given the nod from government. The work will be undertaken by the China Harbour Engineering Company Limited. The MBIA Expansion and Rehabilitation Project, which was launched in October 2020 with a sod turning ceremony, is expected to improve landing and takeoff conditions for aircraft, lower airport operating costs for passengers and cargo, and enhance passenger comfort and convenience. It includes the resurfacing of the existing runway and pavement of runway shoulders, construction of an aircraft turning bay, two-way apron service lane, installation of 2 passenger boarding bridges, upgrading of the AFI lighting system, and construction of emergency office center, among others. The ambassador told the media on Tuesday the designs have been submitted and the company is awaiting approval from the relevant authorities to commence the project.
China Harbour keeps close contact and communication, consultation and coordination with relevant authorities of Grenadian government to go ahead with this project. Now, China Harbour has already submitted all the design tables to the Grenadian side for approval. Once they get the approval of these general designs, they will start the construction work on the ground inside the airport.
The Morris Bishop International Airport runway road upgrade and rehabilitation project is scheduled for completion in 36 months. This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Protect yourself and our community from COVID-19. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If soap and water are not available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 70% alcohol. Use a tissue when blowing your nose, sneezing, or coughing. Immediately discard the tissue properly and wash or sanitize your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Let's do our part to ensure that each and every Grenadian remains healthy. To stay up to date, visit the Government of Grenada's webpage or the Ministry of Health's Facebook page. For more information, contact the Ministry of Health's hotline by calling 53-VIRUS. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. The non-profit Grenvet has again donated computers to a school on the island. 20 computers worth $20,000 were handed over to the St. Martin de Porres Catholic School on Thursday, more than 30 years after it made history for being the first primary school in the country to have a computer lab. We have more in this report.
To say thank you for your generosity, and we want to again assure you that these computers will be put into good use. It would be for its intended use and purpose. So on behalf of us, we want to again say thank you.
Executive Director of Grenvet, Dr. Heather Douglas, being presented with a plaque of appreciation by Principal of St. Martin de Porres Catholic School, Kester Lyons. The school received 17 desktop computers, 3 laptops, 1 projector, and a printer from the non-profit organization.
So because of COVID, we could not come down and install these ourselves. So I spoke with the principal. I let him know that we're going to ship them down. And for me, part of this is coming down and interacting with the staff and putting these in. And just seeing what you've done with the desks and how you put them in, it's just amazing. It looks wonderful. You have the projector up. It's amazing. And I love the colors, the Grenadian colors, right? Independence is coming up, okay? And this coming here and seeing this and giving back, I sometimes take it for granted in the States. My godkids, 4 years old, they can do things, I have no idea what they're doing, and if they want to watch something, they just pull it up. And I have no idea how they did it. And I come here, and we don't have the facilities, and I see and think about it, and look at how much this means. And later on, what's happening 5 years from now? Then I come to Grenada, we do some clinics with GrenVet and our donors and our team who have helped us, and of course the government has been amazing. And we come here, and after one of our veterinary clinics, one of the volunteers said, "Oh, I want you to meet the principal, St. David's." And I said, "Okay." And then we show me around, and I see the computer lab at the first school, and my dad's a programmer. So all of a sudden, veterinarian, we have my dad, the programmer, Steve Douglas, and then I say, "Oh, well, I can do this. I have the resources." So then I drag my dad down, and we do these computer labs, and now we raise money for that. So that's how a veterinarian ended up putting technology in schools. And Grenada is my love. I came here, and I feel at home here over anywhere else, not even in the States.
Minister for Education, Honorable Emmeline Pear, who is also the parliamentary representative for St. Andrews South East, where the school is located, welcomed the contribution by GrenVet, stating that partnerships like these help the government in the building of the country. The minister pledged to work with the primary school to hold after-school classes in information technology for the people of the community.
I want to encourage the staff and students to make full use of this facility. Don't allow it to be empty. I've already committed to the principal that we are going to work together as a constituency to ensure that the programs here are not going to be just between 8:30 and 2:30. We have to maximize the use of this facility. As a matter of fact, I believe everyone is aware of my personal view of school buildings. They ought not to close at 2:30. If I pass here at 8 o'clock, it shouldn't be because I'm worried about whether somebody is breaking open the school. We've had some challenges. I should be able to witness people within this community accessing programs within this facility. And I'm not just speaking about computer room. I'm talking about opportunities. And the ministry has started to ensure that persons understand that school and education is about lifelong learning.
GrenVet hosts yearly fundraisers, mainly in the United States of America, to be able to support this project, which it started in 2015. The next school on the agenda to receive a donation is the Hillsborough Primary School in Carriacou. For the National Report, I am Sarana Mitchell.
Thank you, Sarana. And finally in the news, the Year of Innovation and Transformation has kicked off as Minister for Agriculture, Honorable Peter David, has begun a series of meet and greet with different farmers to hear their plans to personally enhance their agricultural production and listen to their concerns and recommendations of innovatively transforming the sector. The activity began this week with farmers in the Grand Bacolet and Hope areas of St. Andrew. Minister David, with his technical team comprising Senior Agricultural Officer Lawrence St. Louis and Extension Officers attached to the Eastern Agricultural District, were part of the conversations, which included the construction of roads, the problem of predial larceny, and market access.
I just want to say thanks to the Minister. We really appreciate his visit here today to look at especially, first and foremost, the condition of our road, because it is very difficult to get in and out when it rains. And we really appreciate that visit here today. And we hope and trust that something can really be done on behalf of us concerning the road because it is very terrible.
I just feel happy. Look like I'll get the road now. So we could come down in peace. We don't have to stick with vehicle. I have to spend the night down here no more. And we'll take it from there, step by step.
I'm thankful and grateful for it, and special thanks to the Ministry of Agriculture and to the Minister, Mr. Peter David, and to the extension officers as well.
I must compliment the ministers and his team for giving me such a help. I really appreciate it, and I will look forward for greater help in the future, and also I will try to work harder so I could increase on my production.
I'm feeling real comfortable. I'm feeling happy for receiving that, because that go put me a long way. I really need this. Yeah, I thank everyone here a lot for the support.
Minister David, through aid from the People's Republic of China, handed over agricultural inputs inclusive of irrigation equipment, seeds, fertilizers, and tools.
On behalf of the Ministry of Agriculture, I want to make this presentation to you of some items, fertilizer, seeds, and other items, as a token of appreciation from the ministry for the work that you all are doing, which is extremely important for Grenada. I want to thank you too for the work you did and all the gentlemen who work with you sitting over here. And I want to say that while this is a small token, it is big for us in that it, in our view, it recognizes your importance.
With assistance from the Ministry of Infrastructure Development, Minister David says the ministry is working towards improving road access for farmers.
Some of the problems that the farmers have include one of the bigger problems, and we see clearly here, is the road. The road here is bad. But the potential for this place, if the road is repaired, is enormous. So I think we have to do something about the roads. I've had discussions with the Ministry of Infrastructure, and we are working to get some equipment to develop these roads,
And with that story, come to the end of the national report for Thursday, January 27, 2022. Now for a recap of the top story. Prime Minister Mitchell is confident that Grenada's participation in the 5-year UN Multi-Country Sustainable Development Framework will yield positive results in the fight against COVID-19. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherry-Ann Noel, thanking you for viewing.
Sherry-Ann, thank you, and the rest of the GIS News team. And what we have for you now is a look at the weather. For tonight, weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with some brief showers improving overnight. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be about 23.5 degrees Celsius, and our winds northeasterly to easterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate, waves 2 to 4 feet in open waters. And for the tides, we expect high tides to be at around 11:10 p.m., low at 5:15 a.m. In terms of your weather for Friday, it's expected to be generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with few brief showers, mainly overnight. Now the maximum temperature for tomorrow, 30 degrees Celsius, and minimum 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Now seas slight to moderate, waves 2 to 4 feet in open waters. And we expect sun to rise at around 6:33 a.m. and set at 6:08 p.m. So that's the weather report. And just before we wrap up today, we want to say hello to all the people currently viewing YouTube. I see YouTube gone clear. Gone clear. When I tell you gone clear, gone clear. So Tallman, blessings to you. Mom, it's Clovey. Who else is there? Shireen, Wendy, all of you, we want to say hello to you guys, all right? We are always happy to have you with us, all right? And as well, boy, what else do we have to tell you? I'm watching all the old talk inside it. All right, let me pick up some people on the Facebook now, on the FB. What is that one? You know what I mean? We had a dancer yard. So let's big up Suzette. Hey Suzette, what's happening? Hope you're enjoying yourself still, you know. We had to Suzette, you're real delinquent. We had to link up. What is that one? Alla, Doris, Claudette, Dillian, Celine, Monet, All right. We have Eunice. We have Cynthia. Who else we have? We are real people on the business. You understand? Yes, Kieran. Appreciate you as well. Hillary. Walter, Ansha, Ventress, Elise, Kathy, Shermaine, Cinda. You understand? Claudette. You understand? You know? Who else? Glenda. Sweetness. Oh, my sister. Yeah, blessings. So everybody, blessings to you, and we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow again. Eh? God's willing. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, ja! No. All right. Just those of you who didn't hear your name is because I didn't see it in time. Oh, Java and so on. Of interest and so. Anyway, all we will chat later. Yeah, I mean, take care.